Good evening and welcome to the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week. I'm Jonathan Kraus, joined by Zach Morris, and our cameraman tonight is Gary Brolowski. Our game this evening features the Appleton East Patriots playing host to the Appleton North Lightning in a Fox Valley Association matchup. Taking a look at the FVA standings coming into today's game, Appleton North currently finds itself in a second-place tie with a 5-2 overall record, 4-1 in conference. They sit one game behind Neenah. Neenah beat the Lightning earlier this year, 2 weeks ago, as it was a 29-27 heartbreaker for the Lightning in that one. Appleton East comes into tonight's game 2-5 on the year, 1-4 in FBA action. They do still have slim playoff hopes yet. They would have to win out and then hope to get in with the 4-5 record based on strength of schedule. As for Appleton East, their two victories on the season came against Green Bay Southwest in week number 1, and then they beat Hortonville on September 12th, 15-12 for their only FBA victory. Otherwise, it's been losses to Green Bay Preble, Neenah, Kimberly, Fond du Lac, and Oshkosh West. As for Appleton North, their only losses, as I mentioned, to Neenah there on September 26th. Also in non-conference, lost to Kenosha Bradford, 27-17. But when you look at their schedule the rest of the way, a couple of very impressive wins, including a 21-6 victory over Mukwonago in week 1. Mukwonago currently ranked in the top 10 in the state. And then last week, a huge victory over Kaukauna, 20-18. Zach, two teams here kind of in different directions. For if you're Appleton East, what's the message from the head coach here tonight?
Well, you just continue to find a way of improving your team, because when you have a first-year head coach, you're going to learn a lot of new things about the program and players, and they'll find more about themselves. And anything you can take to improve every game, you continue to build these little stepping stones is how you get prepared for the next couple of years. So that's the most important part of just trying to find the successes for the season.
The new coach, as you mentioned, is Jarius James, first year at Appleton East. He has scrapped the option offense that the Patriots were running the last couple of years, and he is now going with a more of a traditional, I guess you could say now, spread offense look. We're going to get a presentation of the colors here in just a moment, so we'll have a little bit of break for that. Appleton North, though, as I mentioned, still a chance to perhaps share the FBA title. And for them, what do you think the keys are here tonight?
Well, more for North is just stay focused. You have to win every game, and just can treat it like it's their last game of the year, because that's how you have to play in the postseason. So don't try to look at the end of the season knowing, hey, we might have a chance to do it. Just focus on the game and move forward.
All right, going to take a quick break here and bring you the presentation of the colors by the Appleton Honor Guard.
For the third consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference with OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're best of the Valley.
Dusty boots from a hard day's work, a sense of progress and pride. A hard hat adorned with a collection of successful projects and dreams brought to life. These are trademarks of a construction worker, their unique signature. At Myron Construction, the men and women who build our projects from the ground up balance artistry and skill with safe, quality construction. Their legacy reaches far beyond the physical structures they build, setting the stage for our clients to do what they do best. Together, we're building excellence.
And welcome back to Appleton East High School. Jonathan Krause and Zach Morris with you tonight here on the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week. Getting you ready for Appleton East versus Appleton North. A couple of guys keep an eye on tonight for Appleton North. Their quarterback is Grant Hardy. 76 out of 121 on the season. 63% completion percentage for 838 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Main running back is Darcel Wilson. He has 97 carries on the year for 386 yards and a long of 58 on the season. Top receiving threat is Keegan Muchow. He is a senior. 22 catches on the year for 346 yards, 3 touchdowns on the year. For Appleton East, their quarterback is Alex Thompson. He's a senior, 45% completion percentage, 530 yards on the season, 1 touchdown, 8 interceptions. As you can see from the anthem previously, we have a pretty strong wind blowing from left to right here at Patriot Stadium. So something to keep an eye on, especially if the teams decide to put it up in the air tonight. Appleton East will be getting the ball first. North won the toss and deferred, so they'll begin the second half more than likely with the ball. Kicking off for Appleton North is Kyler Shandavong. Puts the toe to it, and it's a little floater that'll be taken at about the 28-yard line. On the return is Aiden Cruz, one of their main backs, and he gets his way out to about the 37-yard line. So good starting field position here on their first possession for the Patriots.
Yeah, it's all about that first possession. You look at it being at home. You want to get some momentum being built and hey, get a first down. That's all it takes, because once you get one set of downs, you feel you can get the next couple after that.
So Thompson works out of the shotgun. Actually, looks like you may have a different QB in there. That is actually Ryder Waters, a freshman. So Waters takes the snap, hands it off. And that'll be a push for about 5 yards there on first down.
The freshman quarterback, I'm sure there's nerves out there when you're on the field, regardless of how many times you've been on that varsity setting, because it's a completely different atmosphere.
Aiden Cruz with the carry, brings up a second down and 5. Quickly back on the ball again. Handoff, and again it's Cruz off the right-hand side. Flags fly as it looks like this one might be coming back on a hold. Pushes the ball out to about the 45-yard line. And the indication is holding there on the right side at the point of attack. So with the 10-yard mark off from the spot of the foul, that will make it second down and about 16 now for the Patriots, and that is not what you want to do is get behind the sticks here with a team that struggles to score and move the ball.
Definitely, because now the field position is going to be an even tighter task for the Patriots. So you just have to try to maybe get 7-8 yards, make third down manageable.
Again, Ryder Waters, the QB here tonight for Appleton East, at least on this first drive. And now we get another flag, and it looks like we got motion along the offensive line. Or did someone line up in the neutral zone? So now it becomes second down and 20 for the Patriots. Backed up to their own 33 or 28-yard line.
Well, if you get 10 yards in this play, you're starting to feel a little bit more confident for the Patriots. I mean, that's how tough it is. These penalties are what kills drives.
This time out of a pistol look. Waters, straight drop, has time. Far side dropped. Pass was intended for Michael Morales, a senior wide receiver. And Waters misfires on his first attempt here on the night.
Would have been about a 6-7 yard gain. I mean, that was a pass they needed to catch there just to make this third down manageable. Now you look at this third and long, you're just preparing for the punt unless you run a screen or just have that little opening that makes something out of nothing.
Usually a draw play works best in these situations. Let's see what they dial up. Going to come trips left on this formation. You'll notice quite a size difference here between Appleton East and Appleton North. Waters, straight drop. Flushed. He's going to try to heave one down the sideline, and that pass is incomplete. Pass was intended for Ethan Zhang, a sophomore. Couldn't haul it in, and it's technically 3 and out for Appleton East. A couple of penalties in there as well.
Not the worst throw, too. It looked like he has such a possibility to come out with that, and you're not throwing an interception on a third and long, so it's something working there. I mean, it was also triple coverage as well.
Yeah, that effectively would have been a punt if it had been picked off. Back deep to receive. Anthony Reichel standing about his own 32-yard line. Punt is away under pressure. Everyone runs away, and he's still down at about the 40-yard line. Punter, by the way, is Michael Morales. So, Appleton North will come out for their first possession of the night. Let's see if they have a surprise at quarterback. I expect it to be Grant Hardy, who has been their starting QB all season.
Well, for those watching on our YouTube stream, let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for in the live chat, and also subscribe and like the video as we continue to gain our subscribers, and we'll let you know when we broadcast next week.
Pistol formation as Hardy will hand it off. Getting into the line, that's Darrell Wilson. Pushing forward for maybe 2 yards out to about the 42-yard line.
The defense of the Patriots, they do have playmakers. They even gave some futs to the Kimberly Papermakers the last time we saw the squad.
Empty set this time. Hardy, plenty of time. Forced to dump it down underneath. That pass is caught, losing the ball in with Mucho, and he's dropped for a loss of about 2 yards back at the 40-yard line. So very slow developing play there, and Appleton East was able to get to the ball.
Yeah, they were able to close in on the quarterback, had to make a move, and even other defenders trying to get to the ball, moving quickly, lost a couple yards on that play.
That'll make it 3rd and 10. Appleton North hasn't exactly lit up the scoreboard this year either. Hardy flanked by the running back this time. Plenty of time. Now he's going to step up and run. May have it here. Gets to the outside. That'll be enough for the first down into Patriot territory and out of bounds at about the 40. Nope, going to say he stepped out back at the 43, but still more than enough for the first down on a gain of 17.
Excellent decision, being able to realize no one was going to be after him, get the first down, and then continuing to pick up a few extra yardage.
Now North playing with a little pace here and a little hurry up. Empty set again. Hardy goes to the far side and does not get on the same page with his intended receiver. That pass headed for Elijah Valeri. He wasn't able to pull it in.
Sometimes when you get to the line and try to set up quickly, you're also running yourself a little bit faster than the rest of your teammates trying to jam that throw in.
Opening possession here for the Lightning. They have the wind behind them here in the first quarter, and it's a pretty stiff breeze. This time they go pistol look. They'll hand it off. Into the line goes Wilson. Gets tripped up after a gain of about 4 on the play, so it'll make it 3rd down and 6. Second carry on the night for Wilson.
just trusting his offensive line, push right up the middle and make it an easier third down. And if you can trust your running game like that, it makes your offense a little bit easier on even the second and longs.
A lot of pressure going to be on Randy Mercedes, defensive lineman for Appleton East. He's about their only large body out there. Lined up on the left-hand side here, left end. On this third down and 6. Wilson again. Makes one guy miss, but is swarm tackled then after a gain of about 2 more. Now it's decision time for Appleton North head coach Rob Salm. Even with the wind behind, this would be about a 55-yard field goal. So it looks like the Lightning are going to go for it here on 4th and 4.
Yeah, it seems if you're inside the 40, you just happen to go for it, unless it's 3rd and 20 from that situation, or 4th and 20 from that situation. But this is a great opportunity here for the Lightning to try to convert a 4th down.
Hardy out of the pistol again with trips right. Appleton East fans making a little noise here below us, trying to will their defense to a stop. More time again, comes out near side, pass is caught by Strunze, and he's got room down the sideline, and touchdown Appleton North. Brock Strunze basically on a little wheel route, uncovered out here on the near flat, and he takes it to the house from 37 yards out.
Yeah, just no one near him, and that was a perfect route where no Patriot in sight, and continuing to run right down the sideline, using his acceleration to be able to get into the end zone. Perfect play there for the Lightning on 4th down.
So now it's Chandavong in to attempt the extra point. And he bangs it home. 7-0. Appleton North on top. 60-second break. You're watching the OSI video stream game of the week.
For the 3rd consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference with OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're best of the Valley.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology. And our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
For Brock Strunze, that was his first reception on the year. Goes 37 yards for the touchdown to give Appleton North the early 7-0 lead. Kick will be taken on the run here by Adrian Scaife across the 20. And then getting tackled at about the 24-yard line. So Appleton East trailing 7-0 gets their second possession here of the night.
We have Alyssa on our live stream chat saying go North, and yeah, that was a great first possession on the road, and just continuing to have great drives throughout the season. Now it's up to the Patriots. How can they respond, especially with the freshman quarterback? You got to be able to try to get some momentum on this drive. Need a first down or 2.
Credit to a couple of the North receivers downfield, setting some steel blocks along that near sideline to allow Strunze to go the distance. They stay with the freshman at quarterback, and he'll hand off far side, trying to turn the corner is Cruz, and he does. Gets close to the first down. Looks like they're going to mark him about a yard or 2 short.
We saw this the last drive for the Patriots. First play was great. Second play brought the holding and then the illegal formation. So now you just have to find out, all right, get the first down here, avoid the penalty, and just continue on with the drive.
For Cruz so far tonight, 2 carries for 14 yards. Gave him credit for 9 there. Brings up a second down and 1. Waters working out of the shotgun again. Cruz off the right side. Finds a little space out to about the 35. And that'll be enough for the Patriot first down.
You can see some excitement with the rookie quarterback, with the freshman quarterback being able to get, okay, we got the first down. Let's try to build on that play.
Trey Fox, a good-looking senior linebacker or a defensive lineman, 6'4", 210 with the tackle. But the Patriots pick up their first down of the evening. Waters works out of the shotgun. He landed off. Cruz near side this time. Pushes forward for about 3.
There are times on this Lightning defense where it looks like you could run, where your offensive line get on their blocks, but more times out of not, you're going to see the Lightning just make excellent run-stopping plays. They showed that against Nina a few weeks ago, where you're thinking, all right, Nina's gained some momentum, and the defense stepped up.
John Bear-Bose, a senior linebacker for Appleton North, credited with the tackle. It'll be a 2nd down and 8. Cruz again off the right-hand side. Slams into the line and is dropped at about the 43-yard line. They'll leave him about 3 yards short of the first down.
I mean, without saying it, these are crosstown rivals. A lot of these students have either played on different levels of sporting events and multiple things, even friends on the other team. So these matchups are always quite interesting. You can see the record 2-5 against 5-2, but it doesn't matter if you have those perfect matchups where you have your rival or you're one of your good friends. You just want to show that you're better than him throughout this game.
Actually working together on a cancer benefit tonight as well here at the stadium. So 3rd down and 3. Waters near side, passes high, but a nice catch. Going up to get that one and pulling it in is Tate Savides, a sophomore. Took a good lick, but gets it out to midfield, and that'll be enough for the first down.
You're seeing the youth moment. That's the second sophomore receiver he's thrown to. You have a freshman quarterback. Could be sign of the future for the Patriots.
Waters, his first completion on the night. Now back to the ground with Cruz, and he's got room inside the 40. Breaking tackles down to about the 36-yard line. Make that the 26-yard line. A gain of 24 on the play. Doubles up his yardage now here in the first quarter to 48. Check that. Taken away by a holding at the point of attack.
Well, we found out why that gap was wide open.
Second time the right side of the line has been called for holding. Takes away the biggest play so far of the game here for Appleton East. Looks like they might have flagged the wing on that side. Michael Morales. He's being consoled over on the sideline here and instructed by first-year head coach Jarius James. So make it 1st down and 16 now. Little jump pass fake, and it's Cruz again off the right side. Gets back the penalty yardage plus more. Back into Appleton North territory at the 44-yard line.
Running like Cam Scatabo, if you look at it, for the New York Giants, just continuing to power his way, making up for those penalty yardage.
Pickup of, what is it going to be here? 14 on the play, and it looks like we may have an injured player.
Well, it appeared there was an injured player. Player got up, and
Yeah.
now you have the referees saying, hey, we need you back here. Time to resume the game.
So 14-yard gain there, and now Appleton East looking at just a 2nd down and 4. Their first foray into Appleton North territory here tonight. Waters hands it off. Cruz again, right up the middle, and going to be stopped just shy of the first down. Ball came loose, but they're going to say he was down. And make it 3rd down and short.
Well, nearing the 40-yard line of the Lightning, this is where you may go 2-down territory here for the Patriots.
Definitely. Cruz again, right side, room again. He's able to turn the corner. Down inside the 35. Looks like they're going to mark him at about the 32-yard line. And that'll be a pickup of 8 on 3rd and short.
What was very impressive about that was once he was able to dodge the tackler, he was able just to accelerate and just took off.
Aiden Cruz, 8 carries for 49 yards here in the first quarter. Stays in, flanking Waters to the left. Hand off, Cruz again. This time met at the point of attack and driven backwards with emphasis. Ben Wenzel, a senior linebacker, 6'4", 220.
Yeah, Wenzel made some big plays against the Neenah Rockets when the OSI video stream had Neenah versus Appleton North. And in that game, North had these big turnovers early on in that game and just couldn't hold on for the win.
Again, a 2-point loss for the Lightning. They hang on to that one. They're alone in first place in the FVA. Waters out of the shotgun again. Cruz again off the right side. They're finding a little something there between tackle and guard on the right-hand side.
Trusting that side of the line, you also have your quarterback running. If you pretend like he still has the ball, or enough one or two linebackers are still looking at him. But right now, it's just the confidence of watching Cruz just going, when he hits the hole, just continuing to push forward, not trying to go side to side, just going north and south.
And again, Appleton East a little undersized along the offensive line compared to Appleton North. Looks like Cruz is going to have to come out. A little problem with the equipment. He's got the helmet off.
Here's a chance for the Lady.
Nope. Actually just winded, looks like. And handoff going nowhere was Genghis Zhang, my new favorite name in high school football. Loss of 2 on the play. It's going to make it 4th down and 6.
Well, the Lightning just struck perfectly when you saw you had the backup running back in. This is your time to attack, and now a big 4th down. So much as all that momentum was built by the Patriots, here's a chance for the Lightning to get off the field, and you're starting to feel confident that you can stop this offense.
Taking a while to get the play in here as Waters finally knows what's going on. Again, a freshman getting the start here tonight. Huge play, 4th down and 5 for the Patriots. And now we're going to get a whistle and a timeout from the east sideline. What do you say we take one as well? 30-second break. You're watching the OSI video stream game of the week.
For the 3rd consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference with OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're best of the Valley.
Welcome back to the OSI video stream game of the week. Jonathan Kraus, Zach Morris, and Gary Brolowski with you tonight. Appleton East facing a key 4th down and 5 at the Appleton North 26-yard line. Lightning scored on their opening drive, and the Patriots now trying to respond with their 2nd possession of the night. And now a flag flies. Looks like it's going to be against Appleton East again. That is the 4th accepted penalty against them here in the first quarter. And now it becomes a 4th down and about 10.
Yeah, 15 yards total in each drive so far, which is hurting this team. They were able to get out of the holding penalty, but this one gets a little bit tougher.
Good news for Appleton East as Aiden Cruz has returned after coming to the sideline with a little ding. Waters flushed, directing some traffic here, and then throwing it up for grabs, incomplete. And the ball will go over on downs. So Waters now 1 of 4 on the night passing. Appleton East cannot convert the 4th down, and North will return to the field here with that 7-point lead.
Looking at our YouTube stream comments, we have Trail commenting saying, "Go East," as sure he found some successes of that last drive for the Patriots. But now for North, you're already up 7-0. Defense a little taxed there, but the offense right now can get back on the field and try to get their 2nd touchdown of the game.
Hardy remains in at quarterback. Wilson behind him in the pistol formation. Bunch formation here as the ends are lined up just off of the tackles. Hardy long count. And now off the left side, Wilson pushing forward for about 3. Makes 2nd down and 7. Elsewhere in the Fox Valley Association tonight, You've got Oshkosh West at Hortonville, Kimberly is at Kaukauna, and Fond du Lac is at Neenah. This time the Lightning will come with 2 receivers to the near side. Hardy under center with a fullback. Wow, old school footballs. Wilson follows that fullback through the hole and explodes down the far sideline. And finally knocked out of bounds at about the 32, 33-yard line. That side judge over there doesn't move the best, so it takes him a while to get down there on the big plays. Going to mark it at the 33. And that'll be a pickup of 33 on the play for Wilson, his longest of the night.
Do we have one score? Neenah leads Fond du Lac 7-0 in the second quarter.
Wilson again hitting the backfield, keeps his feet though. Nice job using his hands to maintain balance. Get him about 2, it'll bring up a second down and 8. Instant penetration, but unable to wrap up, was Todd Marks, a senior defensive lineman, 6'3", 295. Lines up over the nose. Hardy, handoff again. Wilson met again in the backfield, and this time wrapped up for a loss. Combining there on the tackle was Randy Mercedes and Apollo Massingue. Apollo Massingue's position is listed as athlete.
Well, I hope he is an athlete, so that's a good sign.
That'll do it for the first quarter of play. At the end of 1, it's Appleton North 7, Appleton East nothing. Back in 60 seconds on the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week.
The low hum of heavy equipment, the drone of power tools, the swift movement of boots on the ground as craftspeople work safely and efficiently. These are the sounds of an active construction site, the core of our business. At Myron Construction, our teammates carry out the crucial job of bringing our clients' dreams to life. They hold in their hands the tools to make something out of nothing and build structures that will stand the test of time. Together, we are building excellence.
For the 3rd consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference with OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're best of the Valley.
We're back.
And welcome back to the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week. Appleton North on a drive, and now we're going to get a whistle as the sticks are not placed properly on the far side.
Takes time to get down the field.
All right, we're trying to figure out exactly how that's supposed to be over there. And then on top of that, I think they reset the clock to 10 minutes instead of 12 here for the second quarter. So, all right, now it looks like we're all set. So it's 3rd down and 12 for the Lightning. Again, likely 4-down territory here. Their touchdown in the first quarter came on a 4th down play. Hardy talking with Wilson in the backfield. Plenty of time. He's going to go far side, got a man there, but the collision in the backfield and no call. Incomplete pass. Was intended for Keegan Mukau. And back there defending on the pick was Austin Jones, a 6'1", 200-pound defensive back. That's good size for a high school DB, 6'1", 200.
Oh, definitely.
So now 4th down and 12, and it looks like North is going to keep the offense on the field.
Yeah, inside the 40, you have to try to make that attempt because this is an offense that can get that one play to work.
Scored on a 4th down earlier. Trips to the right in this formation. Hardy, little swing pass, and that's not going to get close as unable to move along the sideline was Mukau, and that will be a turnover on downs. Great job by the Appleton East defense to stiffen up in their own territory.
Looking at our YouTube stream comments, we have Trail chiming in once again, talking about how athlete was listed in the roster, saying, good to know that they're using athletes. A band member out there would be awkward, but possible.
It certainly would. His position was listed as ATH, athlete.
Can't stop him. He's just an
That's
athlete.
Right. Yep. Pretty soon we're just going to get like playmaker. What's your position? Playmaker.
Ooh, look out for him.
Yep. So Waters remains in at quarterback here for the Patriots. He'll hand it off. Cruz trying to work that right side again, but this time Appleton North stuffs it at the point of attack.
Well, I believe after that last drive, all the defensive coaches right now for the Lightning is how can we stop this running game, because that was the big weakness on the last drive.
Wenzel with the tackle there after a gain of 1 for Cruz.
One of the bigger games in the area, Bayport and West De Pere tied at 7 in the second quarter.
That's the mighty Bayport Pirates. Thank you. We'll get Zach trained eventually. Defending state champs, too. I don't know if you're aware of that. Back here on this game, Cruz met in the backfield and wrapped up. In instantly on the count was Trey Fox, a 6'4", 210 senior defensive lineman for the TFL. Loss of about 3 on the play. It'll make it 3rd down and 12.
Definitely noticing the intensity was kicked up a notch on this Lightning defense for this set of downs.
Definitely. I don't know if maybe they've gotten a read on the snap count, but they have been off the ball faster than the East offensive linemen have been.
Fast as lightning.
I also heard you say lightning struck, too. That was good. 4-down lineman set here. Little stunt up the middle. And going far side, pass tipped away, incomplete. Intended for Ethan Zhang along the near sideline, but that one overthrown by a few yards. And East will go 3 and out here, forced to punt. Also notice that the officials tonight with the cancer benefit game, pink flags and pink bean bags as well for fumbles and turnovers.
It's almost a throwback of the NFL when the month of October was pink. You almost forget about that now, 10 years ago.
Punt is a wobbler that'll be taken on the run and met immediately is Elijah Valeri, a sophomore for the Lightning. Dropped at about the 30-yard line. Great job getting downfield by the athlete, Apollo Massengill.
Well, I mean, who else would it be? It would be the athlete or the playmaker. But that Calvary came right down. I mean, he had nowhere to go. I mean, that was the perfect way to defend a punt.
So Appleton North starting with pretty decent field position here at their own 34-yard line. Be sure to stay tuned. Post-game, we'll be handing out the Fox Communities Credit Union Player of the Game Award.
And it's not guaranteed it goes – well, it will go to an athlete. We don't know about the athlete position.
Trips right this time as Hardy lines up in a pistol formation with Wilson behind. And they'll give it to Wilson. Straight up the middle, dances through the hole and gets a nice little push out to about the 40-yard line. Good work in the middle of the offensive line there for the Lightning. Out in front was Adam Greenslade, a 6'6", 274 junior. Credit a pickup of 6 on the play there for Wilson. It makes it 2nd down and 4. Again, the key here for Appleton East is how long can they go with this undersized defense and a rushing attack. Hardy, a little play fake. He's going to swing it out. Pass is caught on the far side by Mukau, and he's able to get right at the 50-yard line. Not quite into Appleton East territory, but that'll be enough for a 1st down. Pickup of about 13 on the play.
Yeah, definitely starting to see a flow in this offense for the Lightning. Once they get past the 40, will they be able to maintain the drive where that one touchdown did come off a long play?
Hardy so far tonight is 4 out of 5 for 52 yards and a touchdown. Ball right at midfield. Handoff. Wilson again looking to just push forward and gets maybe 2. Nice job in the middle of the defensive line again there for Appleton East. This time Eli Shinsky, 5'11", 220 defensive lineman, getting his snout in there.
This is a big down for the Patriots. They were able to get a turnover on downs the last time Lightning had the ball.
Second down and 8. Wide receiver here on the near side wasn't lined up properly. Wilson again wrapped up and brought down in the backfield. Exploding in on the play is Randy Mercedes at defensive line, 6'3", 240 senior. And just like that, it's back to third down and 10. Loss of 2 on the play.
5-yard gain here. You probably see the Lightning go for it. I'm not sure at this point, knowing how the last fourth down didn't really work out in their favor.
Yeah, I think this is a punt situation here if you fail to convert. Out of the pistol again. Handoff. Wilson met in the hole and maybe spins forward for a couple. That time making the first contact for the Patriots was Eli Shinsky again. So the East D-line getting off the ball quickly, and will force a 4th and 8 and a punt now for the Lightning.
Well, you mentioned that last drive for the defense for the Lightning being able to get off the ball quickly. You're seeing the same thing with the Patriots on that set of downs.
Burke Kozlowicz is back deep to receive for the Patriots. Good snap. Punt into the wind. Fair catch called for. It's going to bounce. And I was taking a fortuitous roll here for the Lightning, and that'll be down at about the 12.
Now, 2 flags are just thrown near the 40-yard line. Two players.
Yeah, they're not thrown in the same area, so let's see. Take that back, I guess. Oh, we have a personal foul against Appleton North. So that's a break there for the Patriots, as they were going to be backed up inside their own 20, but now that's going to get pushed out near the 30-yard line.
So now the bounce on the fair catch, not as bad.
Nope.
Those who have recalled on our OSI video stream this year, we did see the longest punt of the year.
State history, I believe.
Correct.
91 yards, wasn't it? I may have been at the game that saw the previous long. A kid for New Berlin Eisenhower in a playoff game against Bayport had one that was in excess of 80 yards. We had 30-mile-an-hour winds that day, and it was straight downwind. All right, so here come the Patriots. They're on 27. Handoff. Cruz again off the right side. Maybe 2. Yeah, it looks like they're marking him shy of the 30. So 2 questions for you here, Zach. At what point here when you're for Appleton North, do you just flood the left side, your defensive left side, and try to take away that right-hand run?
I was going to mention that, the fact that they've been running that play over and over. Now, another reason why teams do that is you want the team to start selling out so you can attack. We know the freshman can throw. Waters has been able to make some passes and a nice arm, too, to go deep. So I think that's what the Patriots are hoping for.
This time he will pass to the near side. And getting good yardage here after contact is Michael Morales all the way out to the 45-yard line. Pickup of 16 on the play.
I mean, just like that, if you are starting to overload on that line, you're able to throw to the outside, and that was just a nice catch and run. I'm not sure your second question was, but no, I was not listed as an athlete.
To the near side, and now breaking free. And actually, you did answer my second question there as Cruz goes for 12. That was when, as a Patriots play caller here, do you fake right and then come back to the left side and find nobody home? So a gain of 12 there for Cruz. And it's a new set of downs for the Patriots into North territory for the second time tonight. Cruz again off the right side. He gets met and dropped.
I'm not sure what the north sideline has to be able to look at pictures and plays, but you can see right now on our screen how you have the big screen that are provided for the Patriots trying to figure out how to look at previous plays. It almost looks like a replay now I'm looking at it. This also changes how teams and defensive coaches are trying to always scheme for the next set of downs.
Credit Austin Barnes with the previous tackle. No gain for Cruz on the play at 15 carries, 67 yards now for the Patriots. Waters far side, and the receiver gave up on the route. Not sure if it was supposed to be a total swing pass there or if the intended receiver, who was Michael Morales, was supposed to be heading downfield.
Yeah, that's a rough-looking play because now that drive, it could hurt the drive now, being 3rd and 10. Now you need a big play here.
Yeah, there was a receiver out front blocking, and it's almost like Waters threw it between the two of them.
If they get 4 or 5 yards, I can see the Patriots going for it.
Yeah, I see Appleton East going for it every time they get in North Territory here tonight. Waters handles a low snap, pass near side, is caught. There's Morales making up for him the previous play, and he gets it down to about the 30-yard line. It looks like we have an injury. Austin Barnes, the defensive back for Appleton North, is down. Tried to get off the field, and it is a right leg injury. And we are going to have a timeout. Zach, why don't we take one as well? Back in 30 seconds, you're watching the OSI video stream game of the week.
Dusty boots from a hard day's work, a sense of progress and pride. A hard hat adorned with a collection of successful projects and dreams brought to life. These are trademarks of a construction worker, their unique signature. At Myron Construction, the men and women who build our projects from the ground up balance artistry and skill with safe, quality construction. Their legacy reaches far beyond the physical structures they build, setting the stage for our clients to do what they do best. Together, we're building excellence.
So Austin Barnes was able to get off the field, and we are set to go with the 1st and 10 now for the Patriots. This time up the middle with Cruz, and that one's going to get snuffed out after a short gain. Pickup of about 1 on the play.
We're basically just witnessing a chess match here where every move where North was able to score, their offense has been struggling. Early on, the Patriots' offense not moving at all, and now they found their momentum. The key for these two teams is who's going to have that red zone offense that works out. We've yet to see the Lightning in the red zone, and same thing with the Patriots.
2nd down and 9 coming up. If you're Appleton East, I mean, you're ecstatic right now. 4.5 to go in the first half. You're only down 7-0, and you have a chance to tie things up. Waters, handoff, this time left side, and plenty of room for Cruz on that side now. He'll jump or dive down for about a 7-yard pickup. Going to run out of line here for Aiden Cruz already. 17th carry on the night for 75 yards. One thing that's really been holding back Appleton East, and actually Appleton North as well, just not a lot of explosive plays. Both teams really need to grind it out. Big 3rd down and 3 here for the Patriots. Waters, long count. Now they reset. Takes a snap. Cruz dances away from defenders. Pushes his way inside the 20. And that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, momentum's starting to turn towards the Patriots here, just getting these big, crucial downs. But again, we see it all the time in high school. It's not about how strong your defense is overall. Can you just keep your opponent out of the end zone when they reach the red zone?
Another key here for Appleton East, they've been able to avoid penalties on this drive. Really, what's killed them, especially on their opening drive, was penalties. Long time in the huddle here.
Not sure that's intentional, but if you were taking more time off the clock, it gives less opportunity for the Lightning.
5-second count is on by the back judge here. Let's see if the freshman Waters notices it. Gets the snap off. He's going to go for the end zone, and incomplete. Led the receiver a little bit too far to the inside. I think if he throws that more to the pylon, that gives his receiver, Tate Savides, an opportunity to go get it.
The smoke you're seeing on the video right now, I believe, is from the grills because it smells like brats and hamburgers from here.
I made sure to load up for lunch today, so it's not killing me as much as it usually does. So now it brings up a 2nd down and 10 for the Patriots.
There's no fire. Everything's fine. The grill area is good.
It's not fog. Waters gets the offense set. He'll hand it off. Cruz off the right-hand side again. Takes some tacklers for a ride and a gain of about 3 on the play. Actually a little closer to 4. Maybe it's 3rd down and 6. Well, officially going to say a 3-yard pickup. Again, likely 4-down territory here for Appleton East.
Yeah, so if you're the Lightning, you need 2 plays here to get ready for 4th down and try to keep some time on the clock for an opportunity.
Waters looking to throw this time. Under some pressure now. Lofts one up as a flag flies in the backfield, and it goes incomplete. So here's a decision for you. It's probably going to be holding against Appleton East. Do you take the penalty and back them up, or do you force the 4th down here, 4th and 7? I'm guessing.
I take it.
Yeah, based on the protestations, I think Todd Marks, the offensive lineman, is the one getting whistled for that. Official indicated to the sideline, it looked like he got his hand up inside of the neck of the defender's jersey and was tugging him down. So they do accept the penalty, 5th against the Patriots here tonight, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 17.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Jonathan, that is another penalty that's hurting this drive for the Patriots.
Still, though, 4-down territory, so you're happy just to get 8-9 here in a manageable situation on 4th. Wind is behind. Now we get a flag again. False start is going to get called against Appleton East. Man, oh man, oh man.
It's interesting to hear the band for Appleton East getting ready for halftime as you got plays going on.
As you can tell, it's country night. So I'm assuming a full list of Luke Combs music. Get everyone ready for that Lambeau Field concert next year. 3rd and 22. Just a moment ago, Appleton East was inside the red zone. Long time getting the plays in again here.
Yeah, and a lot of time on this drive, too.
Yep, which is fine. I mean, when you're a team like Appleton East going up against a team in 2nd place in the conference, you're willing to shorten the game as much as possible. Waters, straight drop. He's going to go far side, and the pass is incomplete. A little bit too far again for Morales on the outside.
Yeah, had what he wanted. Single coverage, just not enough.
Waters now on the night, 3 for 8 for 38 yards. As you mentioned, showing good arm strength, just not getting it on his guys right now. Going to keep the offense on the field here for 4th and 22. Going to need a long developing play here, so can the offensive line protect Waters long enough?
Opportunity for the Lightning to add some pressure.
Moves Cruz over to the near side, and now we're going to get a timeout called as it looked like East wasn't exactly sure where they were supposed to be.
Well, it gives us time to let you know where we'll be for our final game of the season for our high school football broadcast for the OSI video stream. The Neenah Rockets will be at the Hortonville Polar Bears, where we started the whole season at Hortonville.
Provided Neenah wins tonight, they could claim a solo championship in the Fox Valley Association with a win next week. Only undefeated team left in the FVA in conference play. Going to be interesting. Right after that game is done there on Friday night, Saturday, the computer will spit out the brackets for the 2025 WIAA football playoffs.
It's hard to tell that it's getting near the end of the season because we really haven't had a cold game. It's a little bit colder today, but it isn't just dropped to that Wisconsin fall yet after we had warm temperatures for the last 2 weekends.
Zach, why do you have to tempt fate like that?
I'm sure some were wondering.
4th and 22 again here for the Patriots. They're going to roll out Waters this time, rolling against his strong suit, though, throwing one up for grabs, and it's incomplete. So the ball will go over on downs, and with 2 minutes and I believe all of their timeouts left. Yep, all their timeouts left. Appleton North will take over. Again, going into a pretty stiff breeze here this evening. Wouldn't surprise me if you have some stray snow, thanks to Zach, by the end of the game.
We'll see if we can get a big play out of the Lightning offense.
Their lone touchdown came on their opening drive, a 37-yard play, and now he fumbled in the backfield and forced to hang on to it is Hardy, and he takes a big hit, and flags fly in. Apollo Massengue came up and delivered a blow. Did not look to me like he led with the helmet. It was definitely shoulder to shoulder. Now we get a hold called on Appleton North. But if you're Grant Hardy, man, you take a big shot like that, and then the whole thing gets wiped out by a penalty.
Yeah, he wasn't really looking for the defenders because once you drop the ball, you're just focusing on, all right, how can I just maintain the possession, try to get some extra yards so I can make up for my own fumble, and that was just a big hit.
Second penalty of the night on Appleton North.
Now, it sounded loud, but that's just all the equipment hitting each other as well.
No, the athlete Apollo came up and really laid the wood to him. You can see he lines up in different positions here all over the field. He's back in a safety position right now. Pass to the slot is dropped. Unable to bring that one in was Gabe Meitner.
Yeah.
6'3", 180 pounds, junior wide receiver.
Would have been a big play because that gets all the penalty yardage back, and then the Lightning can get back on this set of downs. But now it gets a little bit tougher on 2nd and long.
I think at this point, North may just want to run some clock. Run a play that keeps it in play, maybe force Appleton East to use their last timeout. Pistol formation, and yeah, they do run. Here's Wilson off the right side. Pounds it out to about the 25. That'll be a gain of only 3, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 17. So Lightning will choose to punt. To be perfectly honest, no, they're going to keep the offense on the field. I'm sorry, that was a 2nd down play. So now it's 3rd down. Apologies there. Already forced to roll out. He's going to come to the near side, not take a big shot this time and go out of bounds after about a 5-yard gain. But I believe, do we have another flag? Holding again against Appleton North. Now, if you're East, it's going to be a 4th down and long regardless. How many? Just want to save the time, decline the penalty, and force the punt? Long discussion going on here.
Well, if you make them have another play,
they're going to take the penalty.
Take the penalty because you have the timeouts. So even if you get a stop here, you can use the timeout, but you could get a sack or maybe a loss, make that punt a little bit tougher for the Lightning. I think it's worth the risk.
Now we're going to get a little officials officially signaling, and now the penalty has been declined. So I have talked head coach Jarius James into not accepting the penalty.
Tough decision, but
it's just one less opportunity for something to go wrong for you.
Correct. You could get a personal foul where this gets a little bit tougher now. I'd focus more on the return here if I were the Patriots. Try not to focus on the block.
Yeah, again, into the wind here. Good snap, kick on the way. Everybody's got to run away from this one again. And now it will finally stop at the 35-yard line. Full minute left to go here for Appleton East.
So that 1-minute drill that you've been working on all off season.
Yep. With your freshman quarterback.
Again, he has the arm, so I think they'll try running just the way their offense has been going. But with about 30 seconds to go, I'd start throwing deeper routes.
Coming into tonight's game, Ryder Waters had not attempted a pass the entire season. That, according to the stats from Bound. It's possible that they may be sandbagging and not turning in their full stats. Looked like they did. Waters out of the shotgun. Trying to give him some time. Now he's flushed out. Comes near side again. Incomplete. Ooh. That'd have been something if he would have hit the TV. on the side there. Bust off the big screen TV.
A couple of comments on
First
our
game.
YouTube stream. We have Bob saying, sure looked like helmet to helmet to me. As they had a chance to look at the replay, probably, but still not called helmet to helmet on the field. And L. Ronnie said, North play calling, just questionable as always. And when you have these offenses that are just not on par, getting first down to first down, you start to question about the first down calls.
Heard a little bit of that at the YMCA this week. Handoff, Cruz up the middle, breaking some tackles here. Look at this kid run. Look at still spinning away. One of the better 6 or 7 yard runs you're going to see all year there is Aiden Cruz is running hard today. That's his 20th carry on the evening for 88 yards. And it looks like Patriots are going to be willing to head to the locker room here, trailing 7-0. As they have not used their remaining timeout.
With it being third down, this is where you just throw deep and see what happens.
Now they break the huddle and get into their formation quick. Look like they were going to try to quick snap. Handoff. Cruz again. Breaks tackles. Look out. Into the clear and dragged down at about the 35-yard line. Clock will stop as they need to reset the sticks with 3 seconds left. And if you're the Patriots, you got to take a timeout here and maybe try a Hail Mary at the end of the half. And they apparently have. Yep.
Now, I know the question you could look at it and go, so why did they call a timeout when they had about 15, 20 more seconds left on the clock? The reason is for that you don't know how that next play is going to work out. Even if it was a first down run, gain of 5, they may not call another play. But that's how football works. You never know when these 30, 20-yard plays pop out, and now you have a chance just, as you mentioned, throw a Hail Mary. We know that Waters has the arm to do so, and we'll find out here.
25-yard gain there for Cruz. Gives him 113 yards on the night and 21 carries. We're going to keep it here through the timeout. So what's on tap for each of these teams to wrap up the season? Appleton North will be home against Kimberly, as they traditionally are in the last week of the season. Meanwhile, Appleton East will travel to take on Kaukauna to wrap up their year. Barring a win in both of their remaining games and an qualification for the WIA playoffs. So they're going to go quad formation here on the right. Waters has time, winds up, going to throw to the end zone, jump ball opportunity, and it is intercepted. So they took a shot into the end zone.
Number 3 was the one that grabbed the interception, as we did have a fan in our view wearing their hat, as Gary is working very hard out there in the wind.
Gordy Cole, the defensive back, gets the interception. So tough break there for Ryder Waters. Ends up with an INT on his record as well here on a desperation pass. And that'll do it for the first half of play. So just a one lone touchdown so far. We'll take a 1-minute break, run through some of the first half stats. You are watching the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology. And our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
For the third consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference with OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're best of the Valley.
Low-scoring affair here at halftime between Appleton North and Appleton East. The lone touchdown there in the first half was scored by Brock Struensee on a 37-yard pass from Grant Hardy on a 4th down play as Appleton North scored on their opening drive. And since then, the two teams have been kind of slogging it out. Taking a look at some of the first half stats for Appleton North. Hardy passing 4 of 6 in the first half with 1 touchdown and 52 yards. Rushing, Darcel Wilson has 12 carries for 54 yards. Grant Hardy had 1 carry for 17, and that is it in terms of offense here for Appleton North. That's 123 yards of total offense for them. In terms of receiving, Brock Struensee with 37 yards and Keegan Munchow with -2 yards so far. As for Appleton East, their quarterback, the freshman Ryder Waters, was 3 of 10 for 38 yards and an interception there on that Hail Mary at the end of the first half. Rushing, it's been the Aiden Cruz show. 21 carries for 113 yards, but has not been able to find pay dirt so far tonight. Zach, what do we have for some other scores around the area here at the half?
All right, looking across the league right now, it's either no score report or it's just no scoring right now. No score at halftime for Kimberly and Kaukauna.
Really?
So that's going to be interesting to follow. I'm sure we can text a couple coworkers and find that one out pretty quickly. Moving forward across the league, Nina leading Fond du Lac 14-8 at halftime. That one continues to be tight. And West De Pere over Bayport 21-14 second quarter. And no score reported for Menasha and Sheboygan South. And so far, that is what we have across the area.
Get your Menasha peeps on the horn.
Sure, I just got to go on Facebook. I'll be able to see a few more. We do have one more. De Pere leading Appleton West 19-0 in the first.
Okay. Tell you what, why don't we take a break? When we come back, we'll bring you second half action. You, again, are watching the OSI video stream game of the week.
Dusty boots from a hard day's work, a sense of progress and pride. A hard hat adorned with a collection of successful projects and dreams brought to life. These are trademarks of a construction worker, their unique signature. At Myron Construction, the men and women who build our projects from the ground up balance artistry and skill with safe, quality construction. Their legacy reaches far beyond the physical structures they build, setting the stage for our clients to do what they do best. Together, we're building excellence.
For the 3rd consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference with OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're best of the Valley.
Welcome back. This is the OSI video stream game of the week. Jonathan Krause with you tonight, along with Zach Morris on color and production, and Gary Brolowski working camera down below us in the bleachers. As you can see, it's been anything but an offensive shootout here so far tonight. Zach, just your thoughts on what we saw here in the first half.
I mean, this is a battle for Appleton North that you want to have going into the season. You may be saying, well, didn't they have this last week with Kakana? Do you really want this many tight games before the postseason? The answer is yes. I mean, that's how you get battle tested to continue to show that this is how you start to improve. Yeah, you look at our YouTube stream comments. Yeah, some fans saying, questionable play calling, but this is where you start to learn things. Now you get to try different plays, and this is maybe something that they can look at and go, all right, we have to make some adjustments. It could come from the coaching staff as well. Here, let's try something new, and this is where it can start in these games. As for East, I mean, with a freshman quarterback, you're feeling pretty good right now.
Absolutely.
Knowing that your defense is holding. The offense, yeah, it has a 0 on the scoreboard, but they've been able to move the ball and having some big runs. And long as all that continues to move forward into the second half, more to build on, you just need that one big play, just like Appleton North did for that one touchdown, and before you know it, you're tied.
I would say the difference in the game has just been Appleton East offensive penalties. They've had a couple of drives get into Appleton North territory and then went into reverse. They ended the first half with just an ugly possession where they ended up with a 3rd and 20-something at the end there. If they can just, play some clean football here, I think they have a chance to punch 1 or 2 in, but that's been the area where they've shot themselves in the foot. But if you're Appleton North, you have to wonder, you have basically dominated this game all night, and it's only 7-0.
And you still have the question, the fact that your only touchdown came off a 4th down.
4th down, a little wheel route to Brock Struensee, who had not caught a pass all year coming into tonight's game. So that is the key play right now for Appleton North.
Well, Jonathan, I did work for scoring updates. Some people I know from Menasha, as they lead 35-0 over Sheboygan South at halftime. And we did some research. That game between Kakana and Kimberly, it is tied at 0.
That's right. So if you're Kimberly, you have now gone 6 quarters without scoring because they got shut out last week, 7-0.
I mean, you can look at this where, right now you're being battle tested for the Lightning, but so is Kimberly. And late stages in the season, you never know what can happen. Things get tighter as players are injured. You have new players playing, and also teams trying all your things because it's late in the year. You're trying to build what to work on for the offseason as well.
This is the first time this year they've allowed me out of the cage here to do a game. So based on what you've seen this year, is there anyone within the viewing area that you think is a serious threat to go all the way to Madison?
Well, I mean, you're seeing right now, this is the problem of the FEA. It's always called one of the better conferences because you have teams that can go on runs. It's just, can you get your offense back on track? And right now I look at Kimberly and Appleton North. Obviously, their defenses are doing fine. There's no doubt about that. Kimberly has that threat at that dual quarterback position. So you look at Kimberly, that is probably, for Nina, that's the team that can probably go on a deep run. I would think Nina, but Kimberly, again, that defense is great. Can you just unlock that offense? And I'm sure a lot of Appleton North fans are saying the same thing about their own team.
I know that, let's see here. So on the season, Nina is plus 99 in scoring. Appleton North is plus 66. Kimberly is only plus 20 on the year. Kakana is even. They've given up as many points as they have scored. Fond du Lac is actually plus 47 in terms of point differential. They're 4-3 on the year. And then you have Oshkosh West at minus 17. Appleton East is negative 17. And Hortonville is negative 22 on the year. So it has not been, to me, I'm not seeing the explosiveness in terms of offense that we have seen from a lot of the powerhouse FVA teams that have won over the years. I mean, you can win championships with defense, but again, if you think you're going to get out of every game 7-0, that doesn't happen every week.
Exactly. I would say another team outside of the FVA, look at the Fox River Classic. I mean, you can look at Oshkosh North. They've been having some big performances too this year where that's been a fun team to follow. Another score we haven't mentioned yet, Hortonville leading Oshkosh West 19-0 at the half. We have Hortonville in our OSI video stream next week, taking on Nina as they are tied at, they're leading at half 14-8 over Fond du Lac.
Yeah.
So again, as we're mentioning, the fact that the good teams are just playing tough games. Now, you look at West De Pere and Bayport's 21-17 West De Pere at the half. But again, I mean, you're seeing these good teams. Just because you're not cruising through your performances doesn't mean you're having a good year.
Appleton North will start the second half with possession outside of a turnover or a surprise onside kick here. If you're Coach James, would you even think about that?
They
went down here?
It would give you your momentum. Your defense has been playing well, but if you're going to be inside the 50, I mean, your side of the 40, that's not good. I mean, especially if this does go wrong. If you don't practice it that often as well.
Fun thing for viewers here, number 9 is to see on the near end of the line for the defense or the coverage. That's Apollo Massingue. We've been joking about the fact he's listed as just athlete, but keep an eye every defensive play and see where he lines up because it's never the same position twice. Kick is delivered by Alex Thompson, and it'll be taken at the goal line and brought back out. And dancing around, look out. Got some room along the near side for Reichel, and now he's forced back inside and brought down at the 25-yard line. A lot of running for a 25-yard return.
That's the other thing, too. We've yet to see a big special teams play that can alter this game.
So fairly decent field position here for Appleton North. Trying to build on that 7-0 lead. So as I noted, Massingue lined up as a safety position on the right-hand side there late in the first half. Now they have him split to the outside, almost like a stand-up D end. As Hardy sends a man in motion over the top of the formation. Now they're going to run it back to him on the far side. Reichel tries to turn the corner, gets wrapped up and brought down for another loss. Getting in to make the tackle was Eli Shinsky. We've called his name a couple of times here this evening for tackles for loss. So that's a 1-yard loss there. Brings up a second down and 11. Two receivers set to the near side this time as Hardy goes out into the pistol formation. Wilson, the running back, deep. He'll take the handoff. Dances into the hole, but is unable to get much there as the Appleton East defensive line continues really to control the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle that time was Todd Marks. Called his name a couple of times here tonight as well. Goes both ways. Number 52. Now a little confusion here as to who should be on the field for defense on this 3rd down and 10 for Appleton North. Opening possession here in the second half. Trips left for Hardy out of the pistol. Plenty of time. Now Florist out to the near side. Throws sideline way out of bounds. And it's a 3-and-out forced by the Appleton East defense. Not sure why there's such excitement about catching a ball on the sideline. That is Aiden Vargas, a sophomore linebacker, 5'8", 170, going up and bringing down the incomplete pass.
Perhaps Vargas said, "Hey, I will get an interception tonight. I'll do a big play," and I guess that'd be it.
4th and 10. Punt is away, and again a fair catch is called for on a short kick that bounces out toward midfield, and it'll be down there. So here comes Appleton East. Their defense continues to keep them in the game here, just down by a touchdown.
Looking at our YouTube stream comments, we have a comment from El Rani mentioning that Fond du Lac has taken the lead over Neenah, and that they have in the third quarter with 11 minutes to go, 15-14.
That would be quite the upset there. Fond du Lac in the second half of the division.
Also mention, how long has it been where Neenah has not scored a point over all these quarters that have been building up now over a couple games?
Well, they got that 7 last week. That was enough to win. Interesting formation here as it's full house backfield, if you will. And push forward for maybe a yard. See what that was on the carry. Looks like they got it to Adrian Scaife.
Now that we're moving into the second half, I look at it right now. Whichever offensive line can just get that first massive push for a few first downs and get their running game going, that can also turn this game around, because who can ever wear down the opposing defense?
Staying with the four-man backfield, as this time it is Cruz, or check that, Alex Thompson back in the game, and he breaks it down the far sideline across the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. So Alex Thompson sat the bench in the first half and now starts at quarterback here in the second half.
Well, that's a way to really keep that defense guessing if you're switching quarterbacks, running plays they haven't seen in the first half. Great move there by the Patriots.
Gain of 23 on the play for Thompson. Only time we saw him in the first half was on punts. Full-house backfield again. Scaife off the right side, and he gets met in the hole and driven backwards. Big defensive stop there by Ben Wenzel. We've called his name a number of times tonight as well.
Yeah, we're seeing big plays by each defense. Right when you think the offense has something going, they're off a big play. The next one, the defense steps up, and that's where you get these defensive battles.
Thompson a little late into the huddle here, and a long time to get the play called. This time a more conventional spread look on second down and 10. Play fake. Thompson will keep it himself off the left-hand side, and he's got room inside the 20. Spins down at the 19. Going to be just shy of the first down. That'll bring up a third down and one, short one. So Coach Jarius James here, calling in the senior. Start off the second half. Second down, long one. Let's see, marched it back just a little bit there on the 9-yard gain. Full house backfield again. Hand off, Scaife on the right side, trying to fight forward. It looks like he may have the first down based on where the side judge is coming in, and it is. Oh, actually going to be about a half-yard short. Looked like they gave him enough, but I guess not. So pick up a 1 on the play, now it's fourth down. East is going to go for it here as Thompson comes in from the sideline.
And this is where you get bailed out if you're the Lightning. Just get one stop on fourth down.
Fourth and short, they run the pistol. Here we go. Got Appleton North to jump, no flags. Thompson will keep it himself, follows the fullback into the hole and picks up the first down, pushing his way down to close to the 15.
Not everyone moved on the actual snap after the little confusion of someone waiting for a penalty to be called, but big play there for the Patriots.
Fourth down conversion. Gain of 3 for Thompson on the play, and now it's 1st and 10 from just outside the Appleton North 15-yard line. Appleton East 1-4 in the conference coming into tonight's action. They would need to win out and hope that not enough teams with 5-win records get into the playoff field. Thompson now switches the side for Cruz in the backfield. And a whistle, and I believe we may have had delay of game. Yep. Head coach Jarius James saying that the back judge was not indicating that the count was on. I kind of lost track of it myself there. But too late. It's going to be a delay of game, and it's 1st and 15. And here we go again. Appleton East inside the red zone, and they cannot stop committing penalties.
Yeah, that continues to be the issue all night right now for the Patriots, just not having success after success. They get a big play, big momentum shifter, and then a penalty.
8th penalty of the night accepted so far. Thompson takes the snap. He'll keep it himself up the middle. Pushes back inside. Picks up the penalty yardage and now gets pushed down to about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that was a huge push by his offensive lineman to be able to get a few more yards.
So a gain of about 11 on the play. Thompson now 4 carries, 46 yards on this drive. You can see there's confidence growing on this Appleton East sideline here. The guys on the bench are really getting into it. 2nd down and 5. A little confusion here as to where everybody's supposed to be lined up. Now they're set. Thompson keeps it again off the right side. He's got room inside the 10. And an arm tackle as the ball came loose late.
With a flag also called on the play.
So hanging on for the tackle was Ben Wenzel again. And it looks like, where that is, that's going to be holding one more time. That's been the story of the night. Appleton East, if they can just keep the flags from flying, honestly, they'd be ahead.
And another chance for the Lightning now. You keep getting these holding calls to keep the Patriots out of the end zone. And for North, can they finally take another advantage and keep them out of the end zone here?
All right, so make it 2nd down and 15 for the Patriots. Go back to the old full house backfield here. Handoff. Cruz off the left side. He explodes through the hole. Gets it back down to about the 11-yard line. So a gain of 14 on that play.
Yeah, it's also helping out this offense for East because you're not seeing Cruz run the ball a lot. So the fact that Thompson's also taking care of the running game, he's a little bit more fresher on these runs.
Attack's also been a little bit more to the left-hand side here, too. Handoff. Cruz again off the left side. Tries to find some space. Picks up maybe 3 more, and another flag flies.
Came in late.
I'd say.
Gary able to catch it out on the video outside.
And it's going to be against Appleton North. Probably a face mask. It's thrown like that on the tackle. Huge there, as that will be the yardage necessary for an Appleton East first down, and pushes the ball inside the 5-yard line. So credit Cruz with another 5 yards on that carry. He's up to 132 now on 23 carries. 1st and goal for Appleton East. Opportunity to tie here late in the 3rd quarter. Thompson will give it off for Cruz. Tries to get to the end zone, and he is in. And Appleton East is an extra point away from tying this game.
It's a great run by Cruz, being able to look, just squeeze behind his lineman. No one in his way for that touchdown run. And now East, as you mentioned, 1 point away from tying, is just a great long drive using their senior quarterback in Thompson, organizing that drive all the way down for the touchdown.
On to attempt a very important extra point is Caden Laumer, a junior. Check that, he's the holder. Snap on the way, and the kick is good, and we are tied. Extra point by Rowan Higgins, the sophomore. 7-7 back in 60 seconds on the OSI video stream game of the week.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology, and our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
For the third consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference with OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're best of the Valley.
Shocker going on here at Appleton East as the Patriots have tied up Appleton North 7 apiece on the Aiden Cruz 5-yard touchdown run. How does Appleton North respond? Slipping away from one tackle and then getting horse-collared down on the return was Anthony Reichel. So Appleton North will start inside their own 20-yard line, 15. Going against the wind here in the third quarter. Will they be able to get out of this offensive doldrum that they've been dealing with here all night? Pistol formation. Hardy staying in at quarterback. Straight drop, plenty of time. Looking, no one's available. Now has a man come free and the slot pass is caught. Out just past the first down marker. Looked like Reichel might not have been down, but the whistle still sounds. Pickup of 11 on the play.
And that's what North needed, just to try something different, get this offense flowing. If that is going through the air, hey, great pass.
Good job by Grant Hardy there. Very patient, allowing Reichel to break off his route. Come back to him a little bit there along the hash marks for the first down. Trips left. Darcel Wilson back at running back in this play. Audible looks like here from Hardy. Handoff. Wilson straight ahead, plowing forward. Gets about 5, maybe 6. And now Appleton North is going to play with a little pace. 2nd down and 4 as they get right back on the ball. Hardy basically calling the play at the line here. Receivers acknowledge. Straight drop. Has time. Has a man underneath. Can't get it to him. Now looking, and throws it away. Looked to me like Gabe Meitner had come free on a little crossing route underneath, and I don't know if Hardy was looking to the second level, but the dump down was there. And they'll make it 3rd down and 4.
All right, letting us know that Fond du Lac has retaken the lead 22-21. 4 minutes left to go in the third. Van Beek has 3 touchdowns for Neenah.
Wow.
Rushing.
But not enough yet. Cardinals trying to pull off an upset. Potential upset here. Tough night for the teams at the top of the FBA. Kimberly and Kaukauna, last report we had, tied at 0. And now the official is stepping in because the ball has been marked incorrectly. So back to 3rd down and 4. Appleton East fans trying to urge their defense on to make one more stop. Hardy, long count, has time. Pass through the hands of the intended receiver, a little bit behind him, but Elijah Valeri was not able to bring it in. And now that'll bring up a 4th down, and Appleton North is going to choose to send out the punt team. Cannot say enough about the Appleton East defense here tonight. They have neutralized Appleton North's run game. Have not given up any big plays so far except for the touchdown there early in the first quarter. Side of the foot punt that goes out of bounds at around midfield. So Appleton East, after scoring on their previous possession, coming in with some big momentum here and good starting field position out of midfield.
Yeah, you're seeing the momentum now going to the Patriots. After that touchdown, a great hold on defense after that first throw. but still a lot of game yet to be played. So there's plenty of opportunities for the Lightning to get something going on offense, but eventually time will run out.
And it looks like we are going to get a timeout. Injured player on the field. Not sure if it's a cramp or maybe a knee injury, but why don't we take a break here, Zach? We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching the OSI video stream game of the week.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Injured player for the Lightning was John Bear Bowes. He is a starting linebacker. So now a man short on, well, not technically a man short, but a starter out on defense for Appleton North. And the handoff in the backfield on the end around is snuffed out immediately as Skype is brought down for about a 6-yard loss. Going to give him a bit of forward progress. Loss of 3 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 13. Appleton East going with the full house backfield again. And this Cruz almost breaking through, but an arm tackle as a flag flies again. Ben Wenzel has made a couple of touchdown-saving tackles here this evening. Doesn't matter, though, as we're going to get a hold again on Appleton East. And that would be their 9th penalty of the night. Backs them all the way up to their own 37-yard line. And it'll make it a 2nd down and 23. Shift on the D-line here by Appleton North. Play fake. Thompson will keep it himself off the left-hand side this time. Not much there. Able to get forward for maybe a couple of yards out to the 40.
Before a big 3rd down for this Lightning defense, we have Andy chime in on the YouTube live stream chat. Kimberly taking the lead over Kaukauna 8-0, 7:14 left in the 3rd.
Okay. Offense optional in the FBA tonight.
It's that cold weather for the first time, Jonathan.
It's not that cold. If I'm not in my snow pants and heavy jacket, it's not that cold yet.
Well, I don't know. We should ask Gary. He's outside. We're actually inside. So.
That's true. 3rd down and about 21 here for East, and then a fumble in the backfield as Thompson's able to jump back on it. There's going to be another loss of about 3 on the play there.
See, that's that big game-changing play that the Lightning needed. If they were able to corral that fumble recovery, they would have been great field position and momentum right there.
Good news for East, they will be punting with the wind here right at the end of the 3rd quarter. Back deep to receive is Reichel. Let the clock run as much as possible here. Snap is good. Little rugby kick. Circling under it and finally retrieving it. That's Valeri, excuse me. And he's going to be brought down at about the 22-yard line.
So big drive coming up for the Appleton North, as we have on our video stream chat. We have Alyssa saying, come on, North, class of 2009 here. I'm 2011, so I get confused when they say 20 sometimes.
2009.
2009. Class of 2009. And, yeah, this is going to be an important drive for the Lightning, as I'm not sure how many possessions you're going to have. Granted, you're in a tied game. You don't want to play for overtime. A touchdown would be huge for either team in this situation.
Almost the way that the game's been going, a 7-point lead might be insurmountable the rest of the way. Little swing pass out here is caught by Valeri. Dances his way for about a 6-yard gain. Coming out to make the tackle was Michael Morales. Calling his name on both sides of the ball here tonight. That'll be the final play of the third quarter as North try to go hurry up. Let's take a 60-second break. You're watching the OSI video stream game of the week.
For the third consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference with OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're best of the Valley.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action coming up here on the OSI video stream game of the week. And this has been a tight one as Appleton East and Appleton North are tied at 7. Lightning ball as we restart the fourth quarter. And they'll be looking at a third down and about 4 at their own 29-yard line. Bunched quad formation here to the right. First time we've seen this from North tonight. Straight drop, pump fake, and now Hardy's going to try to run it himself. Dancing around in the backfield. Can't find anywhere to go and wrapped up, brought down for a loss. Credit A to the defensive backfield of Appleton East, not allowing anyone to get open on that extended play. And now we have another player down and injured. And then also to the defensive line for maintaining their rush gaps there, their rush lanes, and not allowing Hardy anywhere to go.
Well, we have this timeout. It reminds a chance to let you know where we'll be broadcasting next week to wrap up our regular season coverage for our OSI video stream game of the week. That'll be Neenah at Hortonville. As we start the season at Hortonville, we'll also end it there for the Polar Bears as they host Neenah.
So the way things are playing out right now, Neenah's behind, right?
Well, the latest update we have is Fond du Lac leads 29-28 with 1 minute left in the third. So, I mean, this game is going to be far from over.
So basically that reopens the conference championship race because Neenah was the only undefeated team coming into tonight. Kimberly with 1 loss in conference and Appleton North with 1 loss in conference. I believe both of those teams have already lost to Neenah, though. So I guess technically you could say that Neenah would have the tiebreaker there. But Appleton North would face Kimberly next week to wrap up the season.
So this is going to be interesting to see how this breaks down. So, yes, Fond du Lac with the lead 29-28 in the third. And we still have 8-0 Kimberly over Kaukauna. And the other big score in the area would be West De Pere leading Bayport 28-24 in the third quarter.
Randy Mercedes is the injured Appleton East player. Looks like he's coming off on his own power as well. He's had a pretty good night. He's been in the defensive backfield, or in the offensive backfield, I should say, more than a few times. Looks like it might be a cramp, the way he's kind of trying to stretch out that left leg. So here we go. Third down and 4. Hardy, it seems, may be changing the play a little bit here in the backfield out of the pistol formation. Has time, can't find anyone. Still dancing around. Now throws middle of the field, and a diving attempt is incomplete.
Yeah, that was a play that the Lightning needed to make to get some momentum near midfield. Was a huge third down pass, just not enough there.
Keegan Mucho, if he leads him, I think he makes the catch, but the pass was a little bit behind, had to go down and try to grab it. So another misfire here by Appleton North.
I mean, there's still a lot of fight on this Lightning roster. I mean, we saw that last week against Kaukauna where it came down to the final play for a touchdown. So it's a tough play, but this is what you expect in a tie game.
Plenty of time there to get off the punt, and a fair catch is called for and taken at about the 37-yard line. So again, decent field position here for Appleton East. They can manage to avoid their 10th penalty of the night. They've been moving the ball, but again, it's been the flags that have pretty much kept them from scoring any more than the 7 points they have so far.
For how great the defenses have been performing, it's strange that we haven't had the big turnover yet.
That is true. We have not had a turnover at all. So Alex Thompson returns at quarterback. Did not play in the first half. It was Ryder Waters, the freshman, who started, as Cruz goes off the right-hand side again, backing his way through the hole and pushing forward for a gain of about 4. For Cruz, that is 25 carries for 141 yards and 1 touchdown here tonight. Don't forget, we have the Fox Communities Credit Union Player of the Game Award to hand out. And if we're going to go on the offensive end, he would be the leading candidate right now, because there has not been a whole lot of offense. Play fake. Thompson will keep it himself, bounces off a defender, stays on his feet, and gets the first down out to the 49-yard line. You can just see, Thompson comes up a little gimpy now. You can just see Appleton East playing with so much more confidence, especially since Thompson has come in here in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, that long touchdown drive was led by Thompson, and being able to have him and Cruz, where you have 2 different threats to run the ball. I mean, that's where it took a while for the Lightning defense to readjust.
Yeah, Cruz out now as he came limping off the field. Waters returns for the Patriots.
So losing Thompson, we'll see how this affects the offense.
Trying to keep an eye on him here on the sideline as Waters handoff, and Cruz gets wrapped up in the backfield and driven for, it looks like, no gain, forward progress back to the original line of scrimmage. And it looks like Waters will stay on the field. Trying to get the play here from the offensive coordinator. Patriots have been hit with a couple of delayed game penalties here. A lot of holding penalties. So it's Waters again. Play fake, throws, slant pass is caught. Bringing that one in is Tate Savides. His first catch on the night. Goes for 8 yards, and now it's 3rd down and 2 for the Patriots.
Waters showed his arm in the first half, and there were some great throws he was able to show off. And he has this there's a connection with the receivers where he trusts them, and that was just a great throw and sets up this crucial 3rd down. And again, as long as Waters is in the game, there's that threat of a deep pass.
The freshman now 4 of 11 for 46 yards tonight. Works out of the shotgun formation, this time on 3rd and 2. Handoff, Cruz off the right-hand side, breaks the tackle. He's got room inside the 30, inside the 20, inside the 10, and then dragged down along the sideline inside the 5-yard line. That will be a gain of 40 on the play. Cruz now with 181 yards, and Appleton East is on the doorstep here to take the lead. Going to mark it just at the 2. Check that, the 3-yard line. And Thompson returns at quarterback. Flanked by Cruz on the left-hand side. Off to Thompson, keeps it himself towards the goal line, reaches out and scores! And Appleton East has taken the lead with the extra point yet to come. How about that, Zach?
I mean, we're just seeing big runs, and that's what it is, leading this team. And Cruz also helps out so much. We know that touchdown run helps this team, but you look at the offensive line being able to just hold their blocks, and these running backs just know to accelerate the moment there's open daylight.
Big extra point here. Higgins bobbled snap, and they can't get it off. Now they're forced to run. This is going to get ugly as it's thrown away incomplete. And then taking a big hit after releasing the ball was Caden Laumer. So it remains 13-7 back in 60 seconds on the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week.
At Myron Construction, relationships are at the core of everything we do. While our roots run deep in the Midwest, our reach has expanded nationally as we follow our clients across the country to bring their projects to life. In an ever-evolving industry that leans heavily on resourcefulness and hard work, our project teams take great pride in not only delivering successful projects, but in building lasting relationships with our clients and partners. Together, we are building excellence.
Huge upset in the making here tonight on the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week. Appleton East, 1 win on the season in the Fox Valley Association. Now leads Appleton North 13-7 with 8:13 left to go here in regulation.
Now the botch extra point gives a golden opportunity here for the Lightning to be able to try to score and get a touchdown, get that extra point, and then, hey, now you're in the...
But again, North scored on their opening drive on a 4th down play, and they have not moved the ball efficiently at all the rest of the game. Line drive kickoff, bounces away, and it was finally retrieved there at about the 10-yard line. Trying to turn on the far side corner and getting up across the 30 is Anthony Reichel. So good starting field position here for Appleton North as they try to salvage their hopes for an FVA title. Kind of a gut check drive here for the Lightning coming up as they're going to mark the ball to start the drive at about the 36-yard line. Alex Thompson, 3-yard touchdown run after the 40-yard scamper by Cruz set up the Patriots deep in Lightning territory. So here comes North. Already at quarterback. Handoff. Wilson tries to spin through the hole and gets out to just shy of midfield. Gain of 7 on first down.
Fourth quarter update. Nina leads Fond du Lac 31-29.
Again, the Rockets trying to clinch at least a share of the FVA title tonight. Wilson, head down into the hole, pushes his way forward, and he'll get the first down. Needed 3, got about 3.5, pushing it out to the 48-yard line.
Here's the score you'll like, Jonathan. Bayport leads West De Pere 30-28 in the third.
Order has been restored to the force. Long way to go in that one yet. West De Pere's got some dudes. Just put it that way. So here, Appleton North has pushed it out near midfield. 3 set of downs. Handoff, Wilson behind the offensive line, which is just driving forward. I think Rob Salm on the sideline challenged his big guys up front and saying, you need to take us down the field.
We're just seeing push that we really haven't seen all game by this offensive line and just overpowering the Patriots. So now this is where East has to dig deep and just try to find out where that running back's going to be, which gap, and be able to attack it, because this is just looking easy right now for the Lightning, where you start to wonder where was this for their offense all game.
Remember, East a little undersized here on defense. Got a couple of big guys on the line, but otherwise not particularly big across the ball. 2nd down and 4 now for the Lightning. Hardy, Wilson again, straight ahead. This time not much push. Maybe a gain of a yard, and it'll bring up a 3rd down at about 3.
Yeah, there was just already a pileup by the time he arrived at the line of scrimmage.
Got to be 4-down territory here as we wind down on 6:15 left to go in the 4th quarter. Right now, though, 3rd and 3 for Appleton North. Already working out of the pistol. Wilson is a deep back. They'll give it to the play fake. Hardy, straight drop under pressure, throws far side, and that's incomplete. Had 3 receivers in the area. Not sure that's the way it was drawn up. So not exactly sure who the, and now we have a flag down as well. East indicating it's holding against Appleton North. And I think this is one you accept.
You accept, give another try on 3rd down.
3rd and 13, you'll take that as opposed to 4th and 3. Just the 3rd accepted penalty against Appleton North here in the game.
Yeah, now this keeps the Lightning out of any opportunity to run the ball, where that was their strength so far that led this drive.
Pushes them back into their own territory again. Clock stops on the incompletion. Both teams with all of their timeouts remaining here in the 4th quarter. 2 receivers each side with Hardy in the pistol this time. Just 3 down linemen here for Appleton East. Straight drop, has time, swing pass out to Wilson. Needs to break a tackle and he can't. Great job coming up and wrapping up by Austin Jones, a 6'1", 200-pound junior defensive back. And now it is 4th down, and that actually went for a loss of a couple on the play.
Yeah.
4th down and 16, and Appleton North is going to choose to punt.
Now it was just a textbook tackle by Austin Jones, being able to just wrap up. And, hey, those Patriots were fast on that play, and now they've been great at taking time off the clock. What they can do in this upcoming drive will be crucial.
The yells of "watch the fake" from the adult section of the bleachers. As it punts away, nice high punt. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 20-yard line. So now if you're Appleton East, you need to go into your 4-minute offense here. 3-4 first downs, and you might be able to take it all the way home.
Well, this is where, if you're East, you have to just focus on taking care of the ball. This is where a turnover can really play dangerously and hurt your chances. But if you can just play safe, even take 3 minutes, 2.5 off the clock, you're going to be in a great situation the way your defense is playing.
Alex Thompson back in at quarterback, and we have a whistle and a penalty. 10th penalty of the night against Appleton East. So make it 1st and 15. Again, I will say again, if East had not committed so many penalties, it would probably be a 2-touchdown game right now.
So many drives have been halted by penalties, and if you're a Patriot fan, you're just hoping, okay, usually when we get one of these pre-snap penalties, it's followed by a holding. So now you're trying to hope that doesn't pop up here.
So 1st and 15, Patriots are not the most efficient team when they're behind the sticks either. Thompson, play fake, keeps it himself. Up the middle, wrapped up, brought down, no gain. Maybe a couple loss on the play as the ball comes loose late, but they say he was down. Yeah, loss of about 1 on the play. Make it 2nd down and 16. North deciding not to take the timeouts here as the clock continues to roll. If you're Appleton East, do you even think about throwing a pass here with Thompson?
I just keep running at this point. I mean, if you trust your defense, but a touchdown can end the game for you as well.
Thompson takes the snap. He'll keep it, he'll give it off to Cruz, and he's got a little room around the outside, but then he's caught on the corner and brought down after a gain of about 3.
Crucial thing there for East, being tackled in bounds.
Yes, keeps the clock running. And it looks like North might take a timeout here. Clock has stopped, or do we have another penalty? Another penalty, false start, Appleton East. 11th. Well, let's see if they accept it first. Because again, now you're giving East another down to run more clock, and they're going to take it. 11th penalty on the night against the Patriots. Had the ball marked on the wrong hash mark, so they're going to bring it back over to this side. And it'll make it, let's see here, second down and doing some quick math. 20. 21. Patriots clinging to that 6-point lead as the clock is set back in motion again. Long count. Thompson's going to use all the time available to him now. And he'll hand it off. Cruz off the right side, dances back in and gets out to about the 10.
So that's the big thing. You just have to keep time off the clock, but here's the first
and now Appleton North will use the timeout. We'll take one as well. Let's come back in 30 seconds. You're watching the OSI video stream game of the week.
For the third consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference with OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're best of the Valley.
Quick reset here. You see the time and score in the fourth quarter as Appleton East trying to pull off the big upset here tonight at home over Appleton North. North with 2 timeouts left. Appleton East with all 3 of theirs. And the Patriots are looking at a 3rd down and 18 from their own 11-yard line as we return to live action. East going against the wind here in the fourth quarter. As Alex Thompson, again, their starting quarterback, did not play in the first half. It was Ryder Waters who saw the start. Appleton East defense has kept them in it all night, giving up just those 7 points on North's opening drive. 3rd and 18, straight drop, and now Thompson dances forward. Gets across the 20, across the 25, across the 30, and he's got the first down. Check that. That was Aiden Cruz who took the direct snap. Aiden Cruz with the carry all the way out to the 40-yard line. That is a pickup of 29. They're going to mark it back at the 36 now, so make that a gain of 25. Didn't see Cruz took the direct snap. He's got 209 yards on 29 carries. Fresh set of downs here for Appleton East. Clock restarts here after the sticks are set.
Yeah, just a huge run by Cruz just to help this offense out.
Thompson. Long count. He's going to use every second as the indication is that the 5-second count is on. Takes a snap. Cruz again off the right side this time, cradling the ball as he's brought down after a very short gain. Let's see if North decides to use a timeout here. They are not. Clock continues to roll. Credit the tackle to Gavin Friga, junior defensive lineman. Thompson in from the sideline. Just a reminder, post-game show, the Fox Communities Credit Union Player of the Game Award will be handed out. Winding under 2 minutes left to go. 5-second count is on. Thompson will keep it himself this time off the left-hand side. And he gets wrapped up, brought down after about no gain, maybe a loss of one. And now Appleton North will choose to use their second timeout.
Yeah, luckily it was tripped up by Owen Schmitz. I mean, that was a huge tackle there just to minimize any yards there for the Patriots.
All right, so it looks like we have another injured player. Don't have a number on who that is. Now, because we're inside of 2 minutes, Appleton North would have needed to use a timeout regardless. So they have one left with 1:48 left to go. And we're looking at a 3rd down and 10 coming up here for Appleton East. Just a reminder, coming up next week on the OSI video stream game of the week, it'll be Neenah taking on Hortonville. Neenah, the only undefeated conference team still in the Fox Valley Association. Hortonville, it's been a struggle for them this year, but an opportunity like we have tonight here for a major upset on the way out the door. Carson Tiggleman is the injured linebacker. 6'2", 210-pound sophomore.
Games right now, Nina's still leading Fond du Lac 31-29 in the fourth, and with our other team we'll be covering, Hortonville Polar Bears leading Oshkosh West 19-5 in the third.
Okay, so Hortonville trying to pick up a win. 5?
Field goal and a safety.
Yeah, I missed that. That might be a scoregami right there, 19-5. So here it comes, 3rd down and 10 for the Patriots. They get the stop here. Appleton North will likely use their final timeout. Thompson takes a snap. He'll hand it off. Cruz off the right side. Wrapped up, brought down after about a 2-yard gain. And timeout is called from the bench. Let's take one as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching the OSI video stream game of the week.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
I want to give a shout out here while I got a chance to Appleton East head coach Jarius James. I know it's been a tough year for the Patriots, but his boys have come to play tonight, and he's been coaching them up hard from the sideline all evening. So here we go, 4th down and 8 for the Patriots as they will choose to punt. Alex Thompson is in to do those duties. Bad snap, but he's able to corral it. Good thing North didn't have the rush on as the ball bounces, rolls sideways now. And if you're Appleton East, just let it roll as long as possible to run off more time as it goes out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. 1 minute, 30 seconds left for Appleton North. Again, they scored on their opening drive and have not put points on the board since then. Can the Appleton East defense respond one more time? I guess the team currently 2nd place in the Fox Valley Association.
El Ryan letting us know that Fond du Lac threw an interception, and Nina has the ball with 2:30 left in the fourth quarter,
okay.
Up by 2.
All right, I like this, getting updates from the fans. 5 receivers set, empty backfield for Hardy. Takes the snap. Has time, looks underneath, pass is caught. Trying to get as much yardage as possible out to about the 37-yard line. And the completion there to Valeri. It'll be a gain of 12 on the play.
That's the big first play you need to start out a drive like this.
Hardy working underneath again. Pass is caught. This time it goes to Mucho. His 2nd catch on the night goes for about 6 yards. And too much time is running off the clock here. 1 minute left to go.
Yeah, the receiver's trying to tell the other receivers for North where to go.
Quad receiver set this side, and they make the catch. Trying to turn it up. It's Valeri. Can't break the tackle. Ball comes loose, and Appleton East recovers. Valeri trying to get a few extra yards, has the ball popped out. And at Appleton East, barring a miracle, is going to pull off the upset tonight in their final home game of the season. And now we got some barking back here behind the play. Todd Marks getting into it with a couple of the North players. Now he has to go back out, play offensive line. And we're going to get kneel down formation here with just 46 seconds left to go. And Appleton East is going to call a timeout. I think Coach knew that his kids were not prepared to run a play. But wow, what a stunning upset here tonight as Appleton East showing all kinds of grit on the final home game. Senior night, obviously, for a lot of these kids. And they're going to come away here with a hard-fought and well-earned victory.
Yeah, and that's that first big turnover that we talked about, that these defenses, big performances by both of them, and it's that turnover that's going to seal the game for the Patriots, where It was a good play call. Maybe it's something we should have seen a little bit earlier by the Lightning. Had running lane, but lost the ball, and great job by the Patriots being able to jump on it and securing that fumble. I mean, right now, you've been looking at the crowd for the Patriots and looking at their sideline, and you can just feel the energy. As we mentioned earlier, for a young team going through a rough season, it's all about those successes to build towards the future.
First kneel down. Should need only one more here for the Patriots. Again, they have an outside chance of still making the playoffs. They would need to win next week and then hope that not enough teams with the qualifying 5 wins make the WIAA field, and it comes down to strength of schedule with 4 win teams. And that will do it. Final score tonight, Appleton East 13, Appleton North 7. Let's take a 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll have a little post game. You're watching the OSI video stream game of the week.
For the 3rd consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference with OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're Best of the Valley.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology. And our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
Welcome back to the OSI video stream game of the week, where again Appleton East has pulled off the major upset, defeating Appleton North tonight 13-7. I don't know if you just saw that, if Gary still got the feed going, but I just noticed that Cedric Ebenezer, a sophomore running back, just did a backflip on the field after completing the congratulatory handshake line. And it's a pretty boisterous spirit here from Appleton East, a rare bright spot in what's been a fairly tough season. So again, final score 13-7. Let's give you a real quick scoring recap. It was Appleton North that got out on top first, converting on their opening drive, a 4th down play. Brock Strunze caught a 37-yard touchdown pass from Hardy. Extra point made it 7-zip at that point with 7:35 left to go in the first quarter. That was our score into halftime as well. Then in the second half, on their first possession, the Patriots brought in Alex Thompson as their quarterback, and he turned everything around. Aiden Cruz with a 5-yard touchdown run with 4:31 left to go in the third quarter made it 7-7. And then Thompson had a 3-yard touchdown run with 8:13 to go in the contest. Extra point was botched, but that was enough. 13-7, the final score. We need to give out the OSI Player of the Game. Zach, who would your nominee be?
Well, Appleton East Patriots were scoreless going into the third quarter, and everything changed when senior quarterback Alex Thompson returned. Big touchdown, great job of just directing those drives for those 2 scores in the second half, and he played a big role in getting that game-winning touchdown. So I would go quarterback Alex Thompson for the Appleton East Patriots.
Tell you what, why don't we split it? We're going to split it a lot of ways, because we'll give it to Alex on the offensive side, even though we did have a 220-yard rushing effort. But the Appleton East defense, they allowed that opening drive touchdown and then basically controlled the line of scrimmage from there on out. Secondary did a great job shutting down receivers downfield. So there you go. We can't give it to everybody, but the Appleton East defense and Alex Thompson will share the OSI Player of the Game award.
So the award goes to the defense and Alex Thompson for the Fox Communities Credit Union Player of the Game.
Fox Communities Credit Union. Yes, thank you.
Life is about balancing what you need with what you want. You need to plan for the future, but you want to focus on what's right in front of you. The Fox Rewards Suite can help find that balance with an exclusive collection of checking, savings, and money market accounts. When you bundle the Fox Rewards Suite, you'll get our best rates and can earn on average $2,000 a year in dividends and savings. So find your balance and let your money work harder. Sign up today. You know what you want. We have what you need at Fox Communities Credit Union.
With the win tonight, Appleton East improves to 3-5 on the season, 2-4 in the Fox Valley Association. They will wrap up their season next Friday night at Kickoff. As for Appleton North, this disappointing loss drops them to 5-3 on the year, 4-2 in the FVA, dashes any hopes they had for a share of the conference championship. They will wrap up their season, as they usually do, taking on their rivals, Kimberly, at home next Friday night. Our next game here on the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week will be Nina taking on Hortonville. Do we have a final update there on the Nina Fond du Lac game?
I think Nina's going to pull up, but no confirmation on that yet.
All right, they did lead by 2 with just a few minutes left to go in that one. So with that win and Appleton North's loss here tonight, Nina will be the Fox Valley Association champions. My thanks to Gary Brolowski working camera tonight, and also to Zach Morris for providing color commentary and production of tonight's broadcast. Also thanks to our participating sponsors, OSI and Myron Construction, along with Fox Communities Credit Union. Our final score one more time, Appleton East 13, Appleton North 7. You've been watching the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week. Good night.